It had at least one advantage. His father had a key to the high school gym, and Williams could practice anytime he wanted to. That's when he honed his skills that made him one of the NBA's most dynamic players. All those hours practicing alone also made Williams a little camera shy, but he did sit down with our correspondent Alex Flanagan long enough to talk about his high-flying game and just how far he can take his team.
Move, lost the handle, tops it up right to Jason Williams. Williams dragged into the lane, arcs a high without the window, up and in. What a move by Jason Williams.
Ridiculously long three-point shot.
It's a long three. Wow.
No-look passes.
Behind the back to Devons for Williams.
Crazy crossover dribbles. Lobs, fakes, alley-oops, and attitude.
Jason Williams, how does he do it? How does he do it?
This is basketball Jason Williams style. Moves that leave defenders stumbling.
He got another one.
And fans asking, how did he do that? Last season, it was the behind-the-back wraparound fake that became a favorite. What moves will he make up this year? Can you give me a sneak peek of a move we're going to see this year?
I don't know. I'm going to have to keep it in my bag of tricks.
Oh, Williams takes it away from Robinson. Alley-oop to Walker!
His tricks have helped bring life back to an almost dead Sacramento Kings team. Last year, when he was drafted 7th overall by Sacramento, the Kings hadn't had a winning season in 13 years. But by season's end, Williams had helped take the Kings to the playoffs.
Jason Williams, listen to the crowd!
On the court, Williams has an unshakable confidence. But off it, he's shy and quiet. He doesn't care much for the camera, but just before the season started, he sat down for an interview in Sacramento. Tell me a little bit about this team.
Well, I mean, I think the sky's the limit for us. We can be as good as we want to be as long as we keep our heads on straight and you know, stay out of trouble and just do what Coach tells us to do and play hard.
Jason Williams, the hot rod Hundley of Gator basketball.
But he didn't always walk such a straight line. In 1998, Williams was kicked off the University of Florida's basketball team after testing positive for marijuana twice. The drug use and the fact that Williams had only played 48 games of college ball had many NBA scouts wondering if his street style of play and attitude would spell trouble for him in the NBA. So far, it hasn't.
People ask me about the past, and, you know, I don't shy away. You know, I'll be the first to admit I messed up, but, you know, everybody's human, everybody makes mistakes, and I'm just looking forward to the future now.
And the future couldn't be brighter. Williams is the star of what has become one of the hottest and hippest teams in the NBA. He's one of the top 5 players in NBA merchandising appeal. So it's not surprising that when the team's owners give out jerseys to hot rockers like Limp Bizkit lead singer Fred Durst, they give out number 55. But Jason Williams isn't the only reason the Sacramento Kings are on the rise. The Kings' starting lineup includes veteran Vlade Divac, Corliss Williamson, Nick Anderson, and Chris Webber. Talk to me a little bit about the chemistry on this team. You and Jason Williams seem to have a really great thing going.
With Jason, you know, I could, you know, almost read his mind sometimes, and he's fun to play with. He's a guy that you really don't know what he's going to do next. You just have to know that you're going to be ready, that you need to be ready. So playing with Jason is great.
We're just out there playing hard, and we know how each other likes to play and what we like to do. So we're just out there really, we tell each other all the time when we're on the court, just play ball.
Jason Williams has been playing ball all of his life. Growing up in the tiny town of Bell, West Virginia, he spent much of his childhood in the gym, practicing basketball with his pal, Randy Moss. Williams made it to the NBA, Randy Moss to the NFL as a wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. Their fabled friendship is the focus of a new Nike commercial.
Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the normal ride.
There's a small chance that the two friends could find themselves rivals in the NBA someday. There's speculation that Randy Moss may want to trade in his cleats for some high tops and try out for Minnesota's other team, the Timberwolves. But Jason would rather have him as his teammate again.
I think he's got the athletic skills and talents to do it, but, you know, he's going to have to work a little bit. I mean, he's a great football player. He's a great basketball player. He's a great baseball player. And ping pong, I'm sure he's good. But, you know, as long as he puts his mind to it, I think he can do it.
Have you guys talked about that at all?
No, not yet.
what would you tell him?
I'd tell him, you know, hey, if Sacramento's got a spot, you need to come on out here.
But right now, Sacramento's roster is full, and on paper it looks like a team that can definitely make it to the playoffs. But if Jason Williams has his way, he won't be the player making all the points.
Look at Weber inside, the rip by Weber.
I tell everybody I'd rather have 15 assists than 60 points a game, you know. As long as C-Webb, Block, and Corliss are happy, then I'll be happy.
And as long as his crazy passes keep paying off,
the excitement is back here at Arco.
The Kings and the team's fans will be happy too. People like Larry Bird has said that you're one of the best passers he's ever seen. You've been compared to Pete Maravich. How does that feel?
I mean, it feels good to be compared to such a great player like Pete and getting a comment from such a great person and player like Larry Bird. It makes me feel good, but still, I still have a long way to go. I'm still young, got a lot to learn.